This time we're going to talk about our dome cars, Boyd, right? So these are just a little bit different than our lounge cars, our sleepers, in the curvature on the top of these dome cars. And of course, color, right? Because they're tinted a different color. So tell us a little bit about what we have here and some of the products that we use.
Well, Bud, the company who made the dome car, Bud, and there's Pullman standard domes, for the very top of the dome, they had to put a tinted glass to keep it cooler. And currently, right now, there little bit of stock left over on glass because, you know, everybody's getting these models already done. But for some of us that have to go out there and get this glass, I would recommend the Midwest, what is it, Midwest
Midwest products here.
Yeah.
So this
you can catch it online. There's
very thin, look at that.
It's very thin. It's got to be flexible.
Yeah.
The reason is this glass, it has to go on a curved surface. And lots of times I've seen it where people, like that J2 glass, that's perfect for the sides.
Right.
They'll use a glass and they'll make the turns. Well, what happens over time is that the glass starts to, it's a lot of fracture marks.
Sure,
you can see like lines going across. With this dome car right here, I've used Midwest products.
There you go.
And you could make your bends, no problem with that, you know? And when you look across, it doesn't, I don't know, it just looks good. It just holds its shape.
Yeah. Now, it used to be that they had these inserts, right?
Yeah, I think that was my Pike stuff.
Okay.
It might still be available out there. I've seen it in a few places.
But I don't think this is so realistic, is it? Because look at the color difference.
Correct, yeah.
Isn't that something? This has got the more green, whereas we're looking for an aqua color for the top of that dome car.
Cars,
right?
Bud cars had the aqua glass and stuff. But back then, I don't know why it's so hard to do aqua, to tint. There's companies that we've contacted Midwest to see if they can do special runs for us. And no, they still want to offer green. Green, blue, red. But I lost my aqua. And, you know, we'll show photos. If you guys can find it out there, fine, you know, but...
So what do we do if we can't find it?
Well, we have to go back to the old days. Old days, we would use... Now, remember how I said use J2? J1, that's the package that offers 3 sheets from Evergreen.
J1, number 9005.
3 sheets. It's very thin. Okay. So with this stuff, taking it out, you'll find it to be the same consistency as the other. Let me say it's out here in this. Each section of glass is protected with tissue. You always want to make sure that keep your tissue in there. But this stuff,
let's see. So that's super thin, huh?
Yeah. If you can do this with your glass, bend it. It's perfect.
Yeah, very thin.
With the other stuff, you're gonna see lines eventually.
Right.
You want the thinnest stuff that you can put in here. So if I was gonna put like this dome up there, you know, alrighty, let's get some glass for up there.
Hey, but you know, I also see, because you know, when you go to lay this in here, I'm guessing that it's across this way.
Correct.
Right? It's 2 pieces, another one here. Actually, 3 pieces, right?
Yeah, it's total 3 pieces. One solid area for here, and then the ends are
each a separate piece.
And they're not all the same. You can't make a template and do every car the same. I mean, there's from different builders, different manufacturers. They're all different.
I'm noticing on this particular dome car, it has 2 little, it's raised for screw holes, right?
Yeah, this car was made by Union Terminal Imports, and they put an insert. They already had their cars with the glass already molded and stuff. But for the earlier Shore M Shops cars or like Coach Yard cars, to change the glass, I would see if you can find the green aqua glass.
Okay, but if you ran across this problem, you would file it down then. You're saying if you had anything impeding that?
Anything in the way, you're gonna have to remove it out of the way.
Okay.
You know, you gotta remember, I always cut my glass first when I'm doing a project. I'll insert it in there and see if there's any obstructions. I can measure you can measure the width, like on a car.
Right.
Try to buy a set of calipers. Calipers are great printer. Yeah. So you can go through and then measure from one end of the car to the other up here in the dome, and then that'll give you your measurement. And so you come over here and throw your piece of plastic from one end of you'll get your measurement. And that is, oops, 2 3/4. Let's shove the glass in there. 2 3/4. Let me go this in. So now we have the distance right there.
Okay.
And, yeah.
Very nice.
So now we can start wrapping it in there too. And now we're gonna have to start determining
The distance
from one
over there,
end,
right?
yeah, the distance from one
okay.
end to the other.
No,
with a curve in there.
With a
you
curve in
know?
there. So
yeah.
do you push it in there as far as you would on one side?
Yeah,
and
I'll push
just
it in
kinda-
there. Because right now, this car, we have these 2 dimples in there. Usually you're not, because this just recently it's recently imported. Like this car didn't have anything. There's no dimples up there.
Okay.
So to get around this, just to show the folks out there what's going on, let me just cut this section a little bit narrower. That
Okay.
way I don't have to go there and remove
that's
those
fine.
2 dimples. So let me...
So just for this demo.
Yeah, just for this demo. But, so, let me get that funnel. Okay.
Put a battery in this thing and you'd be able to determine that.
No, I just would just, oh man. Hey, I'm on our budget.
I guess we're going to have to get you a
Send me
battery.
some batteries. Well, the problem is on my desk, so many things fall on top of it and then hits the buttons. And
You can
but
make whatever excuse you want.
I know. Buy me some batteries, please. So I'll put this in here.
Instead of an MME mug.
Yes, instead of an MME, send me some batteries. Still those things are still obstructing the way. Let me bear with.
Yeah, even if you did one all the way across, that's fine too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's just a little bit hair more. Okay, so I'm gonna shove it inside the car. And for a car interior, that's when I would lay the same type of glue, a contact cement, something that's going to be very, very.
Oh, we can see that nice curve through
Yeah,
it.
the curve's starting to go in there. Some dome cars come with little ridges across.
Right, right.
You know, that way when you put the glass
One side
in,
you can set it in there?
it'll get hung up on the
Okay,
ridge and
okay.
stuff. So you start off with one side.
Okay.
But you want to make sure that you have, when you put your glass in there, that you have enough pressure from on your turns to hold up your turns.
Okay.
It's not easy, folks. When putting this
Yeah.
stuff in, you'll be like, oh man.
Well, I think we'll get that. We'll
Yeah,
understand.
kinda
We'll
get the
understand that.
hands and
So that's
stuff
no
like
problem.
that. So
Yeah.
I'll put this in, and once you get your curves,
Yeah.
but the problem is this stuff is clear.
Yeah. We got to have it the right color.
All right.
How do we do that?
Well,
Uh-oh.
hey, the
Look at
magic
here.
of TV. So we
Hey,
have.
I say that. You can't say it.
Okay. So we have all clad products.
Right,
We
right.
have, they sell transparent blue and green. Where's the aqua? They don't
Yeah.
have any. So I'll just get an empty bottle. Right here, and we'll just do a mix. I'll put some green in there.
Okay.
And you can come up with your own. This stuff is still available.
Yeah, all clad. You can look online for that and get it.
Yeah. You see how.
So is there a percentage here that you're doing?
No,
No,
I'm just
you're just
dumping it
feeling
in
by
there
eye?
until I get the color,
Okay.
the desired color I want. So I got the green in there. I put some blue, and I did it with N scale models. All my N scale models, that stuff, they're so tiny you can't go in there with this glass.
Right.
So I just popped it open, and you can go there and just spray in there in place with your glass in place, and it comes out pretty good. Put a little bit of blue.
Excellent.
How's that look?
There you go.
That looks pretty
Well,
good.
I'll tell you what, pretty soon we're going to find out. But
Yeah,
that's going to have
so-
to be on our next episode.
Okay.
Okay, so we got our mixture here. On our next episode, we'll
go to
take
the
a
spray
trip to
booth.
the spray booth, right?
Yeah.
And we'll take care of, go ahead and taking this clear styrene and now making it into our aqua for our dome car.
Exactly.
All right, I look forward to it.
Alrighty.
Boyd, here we are. We're about to spray the colors for the window treatment for the inside of our dome car.
Okay.
All right, so
Sounds good.
again, the color needs to be an aqua, right? And
Yeah.
on the previous, we showed our mixture of all clad, and what were the two colors you used?
The blue and green.
Blue and green.
Come up with aqua.
All right,
There it
very
goes,
nice.
Yeah.
Now, do you have to add any type of thinner or anything to the all clad?
Nah, I would just shoot it. It's already thinned out. I mean, you can see the wash right there. It's
Okay.
it's pretty thin.
All
Pretty
right.
translucent.
It's in your hands. Show us what we got now.
All right, let's go for that. All right, so let me turn on the air. And we're gonna go at a very high pressure. I'm going like maybe like around 30.
All right.
If you do it at low, it's just gonna flow way too much.
right.
We're just trying to fog it.
All right, and I see you got your apron on, you got your painter
Yes,
shirt
I
on.
am trying to protect my Monday Morning Express shirt, you know. Cat, you know, it's, yeah, I got to protect it. Yeah. All right, so let me open up the nozzle here. Am I reaching it? Okay. Alrighty, here we go. So.
Just nice and even on there.
Yeah, just try to. Just have it. I'm having issues with the. Why is it just. There it goes.
All right.
Okay. You know, and I've seen this done by some importers where the glass is sprayed, you know, they're unable, because it's pretty hard stuff to get a hold of. So I've seen some importers do the same techniques and stuff. So there we got our
Okay.
green glass.
And you're only spraying one side of it.
Only one
because
side
you
of
want
it.
the outside to be the clear side, right?
Correct, yeah, because you know one side of it is satin, like a satin finish.
Right.
And so the other side is the gloss, which would be the exterior side. So,
Okay.
and,
All right. So there we have that. Excellent.
just dry it. Don't touch it for a while. Let it dry before putting it into your dome
Okay.
and stuff.
So I have another question then. You know, do all of them use either this color? I mean, what are some of the other types of treatments that we have?
Well, for some of the Harriman, like the bathrooms in the Harrimans, they didn't use a prism glass. Sometimes they use a frosted glass.
Oh, yeah.
The frosted glass could be done.
Like something like this, right?
Yeah, frosted glass.
like that.
That's using like dull coat.
Right.
Hold up the glass and spray it with dull coat, and you'll end up with a finish like that, a frosted
Nice.
finish. But you have to put the glossy side on the outside of the car. And so, yeah, back then they wanted the privacy for the bathroom. So, why? But yeah. So with that, yeah, that's another treatment you could do versus shades. They didn't have the shades or the prism glass.
Right, right.
Just frosted
So
glass.
you could go frosted
And
too.
you know, so frosted glass was used in some of the kitchens back then. Some of the passenger car kitchens, they used frosted glass.
Okay. So that's our little technique with this, and you also we can spray clear to make it frosted if we can't
Yeah.
purchase that. So that's another little tip and trick that we could use.
And sometimes, you know, too, I've done it where I've laid in the glass. I put all the glass inside the car. Here, pass me the dome car. So the dome car, I put in my glass, my clear glass, and I've just gone in there and just sprayed.
You sprayed it with it in there?
Yeah, with it in there.
Oh, okay.
So that way you're not coming out with unequal pieces. I mean, because you could spray heavy on one side and lighter on the other. So
Right.
you put it in there,
You can
come
see
out
it.
even. But put your gun in here. Don't spray the outside of your car, you know. Just come in here and just...
Can I ask, do you have to have it at a lower pressure in doing that?
Well, No, you
No?
should. I mean, just put
About
it
the
at
same.
the higher
Okay.
pressure. You
Okay.
should be able to get it. You know, I mean, yeah, you'll have it coming back out at you, but you're just gonna have to just shoot a little bit at a time until you get your desired color.
Okay.
But yeah, that's another way of getting the green glass.
Very nice. Okay. All right. So those are our different methods that we can use. We've covered a few of them here in this series.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Smoke glass too.
Smoke
Even tinted
glass.
glass, all your different. I mean, it's available by Allclad. Allclad comes out with all kinds of different shades
Right.
to achieve your glass. But so Midwest Products, they also have different shades that for business fleets they use the tinted smoke. It's called smoke, and so you can use that glass, the smoke glass. But if you don't want to buy it, you can use just Allclad.
Okay.
And you can achieve all this stuff. For N-scale cars and all that small N-scale brass where the windows are so tiny, you can put in this clear glass and just do the same thing with any scale, and it comes out nice.
Okay. So Allclad, I mean, we'll show their website and everything. You can order a variety of products from them, so it's really, really unique.
It's not going to destroy the glass. I mean, you don't see it melting or anything.
Right,
It doesn't
right.
attack plastic. It holds up really nice.
Okay.
Two, I use it for marker lights. LEDs, you just dip it in here. So if I wanted to do a red LED, I just get the red translucent red, dip your LED in there, let it dry, and then light it up. And you'll see nice red LED,
Nice.
green LED, whatever color you want, using those products.
Okay. So a couple different uses for.
Yeah, it's like film. When they used to put film in front of production, it's a movie production, and putting film in front of the light, you'll end up with the desired color.
Very nice. That's thinking outside the box just a little bit and using some of the tools that we have at our disposal.
Oh yeah,
here. Excellent.
yeah. I mean, especially with LEDs, you go, oh my God, I need a red LED. Where am I going to get it? And that's where I was at. I needed a red LED, and I didn't want to order one just for that. And so yeah, I had translucent. It came out nice, really nice. And stuff.
Excellent.
And for using LEDs inside steam engines, LED lights are great. They last a long time, but they're so bright, and a lot of guys like they like incandescent bulbs because it's a warmer, it's like a yellowish look to it. You can dip your LEDs into the orange. They sell like an orange or yellow, and you'll change the lighting effects on there. I say just go there and just try out different bottles until you get your desired effect.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So you showed us a lot. We've talked about installing window treatments here inside of our passenger cars. You're helping us even with steam engines now. Be careful.
I crossed the union line. I crossed the.
Be careful.
But yeah.
So after this, you would just simply take your sprayed piece and you would just install it in here in your dome car, and then of course your front and your back,
Correct,
whatever
yeah.
it is, the 3 pieces, glued in there with our contact cement, and we're good to go.
Yeah.
Very nice. Okay. Well, thanks a lot, Boyd, for helping us with our window treatment section here on Monday Morning Express.
You're welcome.